So, topic sounds simple, but it's not. We opened our company, BIM Solution Company, in Georgia last year, and we spent our time to investigate what is happening in Georgia. Yeah, and we found that you are on the right track, but we need to go forward. Yeah, so the main message today will be when we're talking about digitalization, one of the part of digitalization is BIM. What is that BIM and understanding of the BIM? Still, we have different understandings even in our countries. So what I saw in Georgia, there are really different understanding what is BIM. So this is why we decided to do this type of presentation and to turn your attention, to turn your focus on, let's say, real values of BIM. I mean for business industry, okay? So we organized this conference in order to share our experience. We passed through the 10 years and lessons learned and benefits we saw. So I think the best practice sharing, this is the main topic of this conference. Yeah, so shortly about us, BIM Solution. We are acting in Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. We temporarily close company in Belarus. We operate in Ukraine. And as I mentioned, we open a company in Georgia. What we do? Our business as BIM Solution Company, our business is solutions for BIM solutions, as you understood. It's BIM solutions for design, construction, and operate and maintain stages. How to digitalize those stages: design, construction, and operate and maintain. So everything. This is why we are BIM solution. Yeah, and actually we're talking about BIM processes and trainings. Because solutions or softwares itself, it's nothing. Process is the key to understand how to run, how to organize everything. So this is why our company doing process and consulting and trainings. Yeah, and of course one of our business are softwares, different softwares. Nowadays I saw some softwares we are using here in Georgia. Congratulations. But software world is much more wider. So we'll try to open the gates for you. Okay? Yeah, so but let's start from one very interesting survey was made in Denmark. By the way, it was made 12 years ago. 12 years ago. Construction Association, together with the Digital Association, made survey of all construction companies. Maybe not all, but let's say it was construction company survey. And the question was, what is the main issue you have in construction? And the results are quite interesting. The most important issue was mentioned by survey participant is communication and collaboration. Yeah, but actually we was talking a lot about this. And second one, according to the importance, mentioned issue was project quality. Design project quality. And third one was planning and work organization. It's construction company. It means construction works organization. Yeah? Yeah, so you know Pareto rule, yeah? If we will start focusing on most important things, we can easily achieve 80% results. So let's focus on 20% of issues, most important issues, and we will reach 80% of result. Yeah. So in this logic, of course, you can see here and project control issues. You see here and realization issues and weather and materials quality, many other kind of issues. But if we will focus on those three: project organization, collaboration and communication, and planning and work organization, probably we will increase efficiency dramatically. Yeah, so this is very good lessons learned. So let's focus on those three. Let's improve those three, not everything. Yeah. Another very interesting survey, and you heard about Building Smart today. So Building Smart is a worldwide international organization which develops standards, BIM technologies, and so on. Yeah. So according to them, 25-30% of the project waste, it's because of a bad communication. Yeah, so from all waste, because of bad communication in the project and coordination. No, coordination and communications comes together. Yeah, so now I mentioned that I heard many different understandings what is BIM. So let's talk about that. So first, what is BIM? Yeah, so BIM probably the main abbreviation you can hear is Building Information Model, if we freestyle. Actually, another abbreviation, which is for me seems more logical, it's Building Information Modeling. It means it's information creation process. But even more logical, if we have information, if we have process, we need to manage everything. Yeah. So we need to manage information. It's nothing more. It's just to create how to manage information. So building information management, I would say. Yeah. So this is one explanation what is BIM, but it's too difficult. Let's say, actually, in simple way, we can say this is the process of information creation, detailing of this information, yeah, and use in next steps of the project. The key thing is this simple schema. I'm not sure that it's according to your phases, but in general, we're talking about someone create initial design information. Someone start developing that. Change management, blah, blah, blah. So finally, they start detailing and preparation for construction, for fabrication, yes? So this is the information flow. Information is growing, more detailed, more precise, and so on, so on, and passing through the process and through the design and comes to fabrication and preparation for construction and fabrication process. And finally, it goes to the exploitation stage. So this is the information creation, detailization of that information, and usage in next steps. So today, conference will be focused not on the how to create information, how to do design in BIM. No. Today we will talk about how to use information created by BIM. It's much more important, I would say. So, but let's touch a little bit, because we promised you to tell BIM benefits. Not everyone probably know BIM benefits and what is BIM, but let's speak. So, BIM in design, what is that? It's like this puzzle, yeah? So, first of all, BIM is visual representation of information, and when architects, structural engineers, MEP engineers are working more parallel and integrated, in more parallel and more integrated way. And BIM information is used for construction, fabrication, and by other project participants for what? To making decisions. Actually, all the project is decision-making process. All construction process is decision-making process, choices. Yeah. So for decision-making, you need just information. So this is the process supply decision makers of information. So BIM will be alive only if information will be available for everyone, every stakeholder, every information user. This is very important. This is from our practice from the Baltics. When BIM was only for designers, I don't need your BIM. Give me the drawings, give me the classical information. As soon they start read BIM and use that information, then BIM machine will start running. So to making decision in more proper way, in new way, that's the key and that's the direction. So to supply everyone information for better quality decision-making process. And it means what? It means communication. Finally, we're talking about, again, communication. So project construction, project managers, construction managers, customers, necessary to involve them because they are making decisions, yeah, regarding budget, regarding solutions, and so on. Project supervisions. Many stakeholders, many participants who need information. As you mentioned, the government also need information. We are exchanging information. So communication is key. And of course, another very important thing is quality, and quality is very important in design, yeah? Do you remember those three issues? Quality one was the second one. So quality and quality assurance process is critical, and here BIM is very useful. And change management. What is the project? It's change management. Design stage is change management. Decision making, change management. So technology allows, BIM technology allows to do that minimum twice faster. Change management dramatically improved. Dramatically. This is from our practice. How it can look? You saw abbreviation federated model. So in the Baltics, every architects or structure engineers, they using their own, for them, more useful tool. There was the question, what tool? It's up to you. Finally, it should come to federated model. Federated model, the abbreviation is when everything comes in one system, in one, how to say, coordinated environment. So there are many softwares, to be honest, to create BIM, to create information, and to calculate and detail information. And so that practice we saw. But finally, what should be the final result? Final result should be constructible BIM. Why we're doing design? You know that someone will produce, will erect, will construct something, yes? So the purpose of the design and purpose of the using or 2D or BIM is the same. Provide information for construction, for fabrication, yes? So we're talking about constructible BIM. So there are new abbreviation, constructible BIM, and you see two pictures on the left and the right. Can you see difference? So constructible BIM, it's necessary for construction people. For decision making of architects, maybe it's enough that which on the left. But actually, we need to, in order to use information in the further processes, we need constructible BIM. Because for example, site manager, you have to order rebars for the next week, and he need to calculate by each rebar how many things we need. Yeah, it's information. We need to know not tons of rebars. We need to calculate precise things. So constructible BIM. What I'd like to say, and we still in Lithuania and in Baltics, we still have situation that construction is okay. This is design. We know how to do things. We are a construction company. We will do the project finally. But actually, construction, it's not interpretation of the project. Construction should be planned project execution. Construction companies not should be the heroes. I saved the project because the project is shit and I'm hero. No, just execute right project. Please execute as it is in the project. Yeah? So, constructible BIM and construction is not interpretation the project. Construction is executing the detailed constructible BIM project. Yeah, so let's jump to the benefits in design stage, from design stage. So first of all, 3 issues. Quality. Much more coordinated process and result. Much more coordinated process and result. I mean design process and result. Because we are involving all stakeholders in the process, not only designers talking between each other, they're coordinating all solutions with many things, and we're allowing to do that in much more efficient way. So it's much more coordinated, more accurate and detailed solutions, more accurate and detailed and understandable solution to everyone, because column, what you see, it's not necessary in Tokyo column or in Africa column. Everyone can see column. Yes? It's visual. It's understandable. Accurate quantity. Critical needed from the design. Yes? Not like this. How many cables we need? Approximately. It's from the past period. I know that it should be like this, for example. Yeah? Or how many rebars? Okay. Architects calculate that it should be something 15% of the tonnage of the concrete and blah, blah, blah. No, come on. But it's not precise. It's not for good budgeting. For good budgeting, maybe it's enough, but not for costing. Construction companies need precise information. Please deliver precise information to them. So, another thing, much more faster process and result. Much more faster in design when you're using BIM. Why? Change management. As I told you, minimum twice change management faster than in old-fashioned way of working. Thank you for BIM software. They're brilliant. The key is that BIM software not producing drawings. BIM software producing digital model with information, and automatical result of that is quantity and the drawings. It's automatical result with some efforts. We need to learn how to do that. We'll discuss. But it's automatical result. Drawings and quantities is automatical result of BIM model. That is the key changes. And if you're changing something, you are not changing drawings. You're just changing the model and pushing the button, and new drawings released and new quantities updated. That's it. This is change management. Why change management? Twice faster. Better collaboration with all participants, of course, and decision-making process. This is what we discuss. Everyone easy can understand design solution. This, as I discussed, sometimes structural, for example, things it's difficult to explain how it will be, what it will be, but when it's visual, everyone can say, oh, I like it or I don't like it. I mean, for example, customers, yeah? It's much more easy to coordinate with them solutions, because it's visual. And of course, the key is of design result is good input of information to the construction stage. That should be the main purpose, to create information for the second stage to the construction. How to do that? First of all, we need to know what information they will use in construction. Yes, Mr. Designer, Mr. Architect? Sometimes we don't know. It means that we need agree what information should be provided and pass it to the second stages or to the fabricators and so on. Yeah? So we're talking about some rules and processes. BIM is not just creating something what I want. Yeah? And finally, design business efficiency and quality. This is actually win-win, and all wins in this. And designers will work much more efficient, and construction company will be more happy. And owners will be more happy. When it comes to BIM in construction, we have to think about additional things. Because we starting sorting building elements and grouping and sorting and filtering elements by many criteria. Because construction people need to sort information. Yeah? So it means that, for example, standard classification is by elements. Yeah, windows, columns, and so on. It's normal. Yeah, understandable to everyone. But then we need to sort them by floors, by zones, by many things. Because for construction, they need to look to the part of things. They need to take quantity analysis of certain part of the. Yeah. So actually, this analyzing the information by many criteria. I will put one simple example. For example, weight of the elements. Weight of the elements. It's very important, crucially important, for example, for structure. Why? For logistic. You need to calculate weight in order to plan your logistic. Maybe it's too heavy. Yeah? So, just simple property, weight. Or length. Maybe it's too long. You know? So many properties. BIM providing you many properties, attributes. BIM, it's not envelope which looks good. BIM is information inside this envelope. And finally, what is construction? It's time. Just imagine that those elements running in time. What another things in construction happens? Place management, construction site modeling and place management. Today, there is material. Tomorrow, we will start erection of the poles here. We need to manage the places. Okay? Okay, BIM shortly. BIM data usage in construction. Let's jump to construction. So, for what we can use BIM in construction. So first of all, visualize the task. Very simple way, but very, very useful. Just visualize the task you're doing, providing to your workers on site. Just visualize that. For them, it will be much more simple to work. Mobile data on site. Just bring mobile data on site. Planchettes, tablets, BIM kiosks, or many forms. Data on site. Don't go to the office to find information. Access to data on site is very crucial. Issue management from site. Very important. All things what is happening, and we don't know why we're delaying, is happening on site. Yeah? So we need quick issue management on site and reaction to that. After that, BIM usage in construction, filtering building elements, as I mentioned, by any properties, and quantity analysis is crucial. It's crucial in construction process. Cost and job scheduling based on BIM data. BIM data, it means what things we have, how many resources, additionally adding resources. Progress tracking and reporting from site, I mean. This is very important. Sometimes we're talking about scheduling, about planning, but we need to do not forget that management, it means plan and measure, plan and measure, plan and measure. So progress reporting, if there are no progress reporting, I don't understand why we are doing planning then. So if we're doing planning, we need to have the system progress reporting. And quality assurance, definitely, quality assurance during the construction. I know that colleagues from biggest construction company in the Nordics, they will tell, hey, it's not enough, it's just safety and many things, but let's focus on the main things. So, BIM data usage, this is from real projects. BIM data usage in construction. Some companies just printing what should be done every week visually, just printing, and it's helping. By the way, this is from Finland. It's Finland. Some companies just printing very, complicated places in order to visualize. This is what I told you, visualize. And to be mobile, to have access and to see what is reality, what should be done, and many other things. Simple things like it's site office, just screen or kiosk, BIM kiosk, and of course scanning. You heard today about scanning. It's huge potential. It's necessary to have in construction. Now let's shortly talk about technology for cost and job planning, which is crucial for construction business. Yeah. So someone should plan all construction job and take in account material supply. Yes. Take in account material supply and resource availability. I saw many companies which just do planning without taking in account material supply possibilities and resource capacity. Sometimes, not sometimes, it's 80% plan is ruined immediately because you don't know how it will be delivered to all materials. You need to agree on that schedule. So actually, construction should be planned, all supply chain planning. This is the main message. All supply chain planning. It's necessary. Cost planning from budgeting to detailed cost estimation. From budgeting, which is at the beginning, from cost estimation. Purchase and fabrication. It means supply chain management. It's also very crucial. Sometimes we're forgetting about that. Or sometimes one person doing planning and another department doing purchasing. And they are not talking, they are not synchronizing that. They change the plan of the construction, but the plan of the purchasing and logistics was actually left old. Can you imagine what will happen? Yep. Just this conference not about technology. Sorry if someone would like to ask about technology, it will be later conference about that. But just example, how it looks like. Do you know Microsoft Project? Who knows Microsoft Project? Baltics. Yeah, okay. So, can you imagine join Microsoft Project together with BIM, linked with the BIM data? That would be interesting. So there are many technologies which can do that. Many technologies. For job planning, scheduling, and even for costing and resource planning. Okay, then another very useful example, absolutely useful. Every construction company nowadays using that in the Baltics, most of them. It's coloring. Time and status. It's not fun picture. Why? Because it's, can we understand what means these colors? It's statuses. For example, first color means I'm on detailing level. Someone doing detailing drawings for fabrication. The second color could means I'm on fabrication level. There's another color could means I'm on erection stage. I mean, I'm on site. And it means color can mean many things. Coloring of element, it's powerful tool. Powerful, how to say, idea or method to manage many things. Quality assurance things, many things. Logistic things. You can play with the same elements, but for different purpose. For different purpose. For example, I'm quality manager, I will coloring my elements in my way. I'm production manager, I will color my elements in my way. And finally we see, okay, good statuses and so on. And it's very easy to report, to, I don't know, to customer, to top management, what is happening, where I'm in this status. Status management. Yeah, another example shortly. Probably you have this, yeah, in Georgia, almost. When machinery, civil machinery, just reading that data, digital data, or not. And they are just going by those data, excavating exactly those data, according to those data. It's smart machines. They just adding some smart things on the machinery, and it works. Operator is just, in emergency case, it stopped or run. Okay. Other things. This one is now developing. I don't say that it's daily things, but data usage. Please try to understand, mix reality and project in one environment and real environment. So for example, Microsoft and Trimble create the technologies, Microsoft Google Lens, which allows to do that. I would say, yeah, they're progressing, but it's not maybe still working precisely good. But you can see this result. What should be done? Just go to what should be done. Okay? And there are many other types of and technologies and platforms to those type of things to use model and reality. Another things where we are wasting a lot of time, and this is the where we actually sometimes cannot answer. Why I'm delaying? Why I have troubles? It's daily tasks, daily issue management. It's crucial. It's crucial. So daily tasks, daily management, it should be mobile, access to everyone. So tools to act and to communicate immediately to someone, address something, task or notes or kiss. Yeah. Also good example, just to checking inspections or other things, just by mobile, just put the notes, send to someone, hey, what is that? Or I accepting that or not? Let's say quality assurance process. Did I accept or not? Accepted, I just say, okay, it's good. And as I mentioned, scanning, it's very good method to compare reality with the project. It's one thing. And even to compare progress tracking. Can you imagine that we are we see here BIM models and we see here real scanned buildings. It's merged together. There are technologies and software which doing that perfectly and showing all the differences. For example, wow, according to projects, this should be something, but it's not. And this software immediately catching these all small things. Yeah, and even more. When we are finding some differences, what we are doing usually? Or nothing, then we have differences between the reality and the documentation, yes? Or nothing. Usually it happens 80% of that. We're just ignoring. We just project is here and reality is here. It's difference. And finally, this information goes to where? To maintain an operate stage, to the owners. And they say, oh, what is the document? Hey, but the reality is different. You know, this is very important. And technology allows even to simplify and adjust this process, to change the model according to reality. According to reality. It's of course decision-making process. Or maybe I can say, no, you should rebuild, demolish and build again. It depends on the decision. Data using in fabrication. Let's assume that this is architecture, then they are communicating with structural engineering communicating with fabricators, and there are one chain and communication. If architect will change something, but production will be started, we cannot do changes anymore, yeah? So we need what to do? For example, to lock some elements because it's on the production. You cannot change that, that's it. Yeah, so it's, by the way, this machinery I found even in Belarus. But how they're using that? Manually. They're entering data manually. But smart machine, please send the file, no problem. They're just manually entering the data. Why? It's possible, of course. What is the risk? Human mistakes. Human mistakes. Eliminate human mistakes. Yeah, and there are some softwares which managing those machinery systems. Centralized communication project, this is most important things I mentioned. Easy and faster to find information. This is the key, because many people speaking about common data environment, and I always asking, is it easy to use that? Can you find like this information? If not, throw it away. Because principle of this should be easy and fast to find needed information me now. By many things, for example, if I'm touching the column, I would like to see all related things with this column. Can you imagine that there are BIM, I'm touching BIM column, and I see all related documentation and all related communication about that. And opposite way, I'm touching document, please show me all related elements by some criteria. So it must be integrated, otherwise it will be headache to find information. So internal relation or bidirectional integration between elements, documents, and tasks or communication is critical. It's very, very important. Otherwise, it will be not communication platform. And when it comes to that, so can you imagine to join common data environment where you are storing all data, putting all data by the rules, like here, and after that, the same platform, it's communication platform. Oh, now it looks good. Benefits in construction. So, more accurate estimation based on constructible BIM. Based on constructible, construction company can estimate in much more better. Not guess how much it will cost, but estimate. Okay, maybe not for proposal, at least for themselves. What will be cost to me? Not for tender, but to me. I need to calculate how it costs to me. So cost estimation is critical. So precise quantity is necessary. Easy to analyze data by elements, by materials, by many criteria. It's necessary to analyze data by many things. So technology should allow you to do that easy way. And less mistakes, of course, and faster issue management. Less mistakes during construction, because all this what you saw, and issue management, much more faster and better respond to issue management. It means accurate information available to everyone, including the site people. Don't forget about site people. If they will not have information, everything will fail. Fast change management, coordination on site. Change management, coordination on site. Better collaboration with all project participants for design, for decision making. Because during construction we're also doing decision, yes? Change management, it means decision. Or internal decision which have to do construction company. Visual construction, just visualize construction tasks. It's so useful. And you can have, to be honest, maybe not too good to say, but you can use not very educated workers on site. The, idiot-proof instruction. Visual idiot-proof instruction. Less risk for interpretation. Simple, just less risk for interpretation. By the way, it was useful in Lithuania even 6 years ago. They just started using that. Okay. Especially when many foreign employees on construction start work for us. Better and visual progress control and reporting. Do you remember this coloring? Better cost and profit management. Simple. If you are managing better cost precisely, it means you are managing your business margin. Yeah. And of course, better quality and as-built documentation. Why? Because of customer. What customer is saying? Oh, I need quality. For this amount, we agreed. Yeah? On time. Simple. And as-built documentation. Quality of as-built documentation. Maybe now you cannot feel that, but in the future or in the use stage of building, and there will be next presentation about that. It's crucial, it's critical, because owner have to manage information, and there are many headaches for him because of that. I shortly will touch that. Construction business efficiency. We're talking about how to be more efficient in construction process. Why should waste time on change management? Why should waste time waiting information? By the way, Skanska, do you know Skanska? Big, one of the biggest construction company in all Nordics, and they even are well known in USA. So they make survey about themselves, what time they're spending for efficient things, and what time they're spending not efficiently. So they made survey internally. The most interesting things that 40% of time they're spending waiting time, 40%. 40% we are waiting decisions, 40% we are waiting materials, 40% we are waiting something. So they saw picture about themselves. Oh, it's a chance to improve. We can be much more efficient. We can be much more profitable, it means. If Skanska, well-known company, realize that they 40% waste time, so can you imagine how we can improve our process? Yeah, and finally, construction. Construction, if you would like to have sustainable business, it means come back again to the market and wish that customer ask you again to do something, you need to be good for customer. Yeah, so it means the key is that construction company can provide better results, better quality, better information to property, to customer, to property owner or property developer. That is crucial. Customer should be happy to pay you, Mr. Construction Company's money. Make it that they will be happy to pay you. Again and again and again. Now shortly about as-built this stage. There are, by the way, many issues in this stage. When we are finishing the construction and passing to the to the stage in use. In some methodologies they name it in use, but no, okay, to passing to operate and maintain buildings. We start operating buildings. So there are many issues in this field. And by the way, very interesting statistics for owners and property developers. Actually, project design and construction, it's only 25% of the all building life cycle cost. Only. So to focus on those 75%, I think is crucial to owners and property developers who have property. It's crucial to focus on this 75%. If you will save 1% from this 75, it will be a much more big amount than, let's say, 10% in construction. Yeah. So, what is the issues in this field? Very difficult to find information. Yeah. For them, it's very difficult. You're bringing them a lot of paper files to the big cabinet, and then, okay, something wrong. How to find information? It's easy to call to general contractor. Yeah, let's call them. I quickly will get information. It's happening, and it's continuous, 1 year, 2 year, after finally they actually understand what we have in the cabinet, in those files. It means, why? Because it's for them, it's very easy, not easy to find that information and to understand this information. It's not common way to work with information. Quality of information. This is another problem we discuss. Is it really actual information? So make sure that reality and your documentation you pass to the second stage is in good quality. Dependency on specialist knowledge. Okay, the question is very simple. I have one guy, he knows very well everything, but after he left me, I am in big trouble. And I saw many companies, property owners, who actually feel that I mean, okay, in the maintenance stage. Yeah, people are going and with all information here. No, information should be somewhere. Fast response to issue is critical for some, especially if it's apartment building, it's not so maybe critical. But if it's plant or hotel or shopping mall or food supermarket, it's critical to react, for example, to all the systems shutdowns and so on. Systems performance management. It means to monitor systems performance management. And what is the solution for all those issues? In usage, in building usage stage or in operating stage. Solution direction at least is, please, quality as built information, minimum document linked to the object, it will be much more easy to them, and task inspection and management, and integration with BMS machinery and ITCO, but about that probably our next colleagues will talk more. So nowadays, there are some technology we can do that and help in this stage too. But step by step, without good quality project, you cannot do good quality construction. Without good quality construction and good quality as built, you cannot pass right information to the usage stage. That's it. So, for owners during the project, better control, less risk and variables from my plans as owner, as an investor. I don't like two variables. I don't like one project is profit, another project is lost. I don't like this. Yeah, and less total cost. It's less total cost, because finally we know that general contractors knows how, or contractors knows how to ask additional money. You do changes. You initiate changes, so please pay, for example. Yeah, and after construction, good quality of building documentation, information, easy to use information, faster respond to issue during the maintenance. It's very important. It's very important to owners of the buildings, and opportunity in more efficient to organize, operate, and maintain processes. And finally, to be honest, especially for property developers, it's easy to sell property to final owner, because you can see, you can do this, it's not just building. And less total cost in all this process, less total cost of those 75% of the cost. in life cycle. Better ROE and more, actually it's better this business, better return on investment and more and much more efficient maintenance. So in general, I wish to move Sakartvelo to European Union too, and to use international practice and standards, and I really hope that there will be at least something who will take initiative to organize some work group here in Georgia, as we did in Estonia, in Latvia, to organize something, some working group, I don't know how to name it, or BIM task group, or I don't know, but the question is, someone need to take initiatives. And this someone, it's from bottom and from to the top, from bottom to top. So the best organization of this working group is when in this working group participate and some business, companies. Because they know what they're doing, they know how they will use that, what you will perform for me. So, optimal things. Yeah, so, thank you. And good luck in this way.